Given the potential for oversupply in 2030, as we've just referenced, what's going to bridge the gap between projected supply and that uncertain demand? Is it going to be competitive pricing, policy incentives, or something else completely?
I mean, probably a combination of a few things. I would expect, but I think I touched earlier on it. Pricing certainly, and price I think comes out high for electrolytic hydrogen at the moment because there's little of it, and those that there are some sectors that need it, and so the producers know that they can charge a certain price for that. If we move into a place where there's an oversupply and there's lots more available, then it's a lot more competitive landscape, and you can start to expect that prices get driven down, and as you kind of commented on, that's not a bad thing, because maybe if the price is starting to come down, then you unlock more demand, and you're just moving into sort of a more kind of functional market in that way. So yeah, I certainly think that pricing is likely. I guess the one challenge to that is that you still need to be within the realms of profitability for your project, so you've always got those constraints. So yeah, you can only drive the price down so far and still be viable. So there is that challenge, but yeah, I certainly think pricing is pretty key.
Thanks, John and Leanne, to open that up to you as well.
Yeah, I guess the only thing I would add to that is one of the issues we were seeing a few years ago was that the availability of electrolysers was slowing down some of the investment and actually having access. So there was one project that I worked on where they had to put an order in for an electrolyser 3 years in advance to when they needed it. And also they didn't have the options of electrolysers out there in terms of the technology, therefore they just had to get what they were given. So it's not just about the competitiveness, but it's also the availability that drives the different project dynamics, and makes it a lot more feasible, I guess, in terms of the FIDs.